Well, we talked about it in a video before, and now we're going to check in with it again. How's therapy going, Toussaint? So I have been going to therapy for the past 5 weeks for the first time in 20 years, and it has been going amazing. And it's really, I can't really put into words the value of it. It's made me a better human. It's made me more cognizant of things that I've been stonewalling. It's made me more cognizant of things that I've held in contempt for no reason. And I think the highest value of it is that it has made me, it's kind of eliminated the payoff and costs of being vulnerable. And there was a time in high school when I would write letters with, all types of colors and stuff. And I would tell my friends I love them and, all this cool stuff. And I think at some point I got afraid of that, or I started operating out of fear, and I stopped I stopped being in that lane of authenticity. And I just started to get away with it, just started to escape it. And the more I fled away from it, the more inauthentic I got, not just in myself, but in my art as well. And, writing about things that, I wasn't about, was writing in a tone of voice that wasn't me. And I had to really get right with that. And being in therapy has affected my art immensely. The tone of my voice is different in my writing. My approach to working with other people is insane. I used to be an absolute, I used to be a shit. There was certain things with directors that I would just be like, oh, I'm not gonna do that. I just had a certain, shitty way of being. And I actually had to call a person I worked with, after a few weeks of therapy and come to these realizations and apologize to him and be like, hey, I'm so sorry for being that person, because holy crap, what was I doing? And it's gone phenomenal. And the other thing that's been coming out of therapy, if I can think of any other thing, has been kind of making a game plan for anxiety. Really confronting it, knowing what it is, and hey, we're not going to try to eliminate it. You can't really kill anxiety, but it's how are we going to be with this? How are we going to be with, the emotions and the thoughts and the intrusive thoughts and all the things that happen, the things we can't control that are just going to happen. How are we going to be with this? Not what are we going to do, but how are we going to be with these things? What do we choose to be with the emotions and thoughts that you have? And so for me, it's been absolutely priceless to engage in discussion and talk and kind of find out all these things about myself that I had been in a blind spot, beforehand. So yeah, that is how therapy's going, and I'm going to be going back more. It's not weekly as much anymore, but now it's going to be bi-weekly or whatever. But so I can use some of the tools in between the time. So yeah, that is that. And I think everybody should go to therapy. It's amazing. What are your experiences with therapy, without getting too detailed or personal? You can put them in the comments below. Yeah, and that is that for this video. And thank you so much for taking the time to listen and watch. And we'll most definitely see you in the next one. Later.